One prisoner escaped and one died in the fire. The body was burned beyond recognition. The warden never requested a dental check because Warren's wedding ring was found on the body.
So the prisoner who escaped could have been Warren?
Yes. Now, the warden told Sonny that it was a man named Gordon Childers. Sonny contacted Mrs. Childers, and she said her husband was dead. Apparently, he buried something in Willow City and never came back to get it. Sonny thought it might be stolen money from a robbery.
And Warren could still be alive. Just the thought makes my blood run cold.
Well, as horrible as the possibility is, at least I know I'm not losing my mind. I did not imagine Warren's voice in that doll, and I didn't imagine anything else. Hello?
Happy Valentine's Day, Suzi.
Oh, Stephanie, how thoughtful of you to call.
Darling, I'm terribly concerned about your behavior lately. Who knows where it might lead?
You don't have to worry, Stephanie. I have things under control.
It would be a terrible thing never to see your son again.
Look, I don't know what you're getting at. Look, I did not shoot Justine. I was set up. I thought you believed me.
When I think how it must feel to lose a child forever, I start to shake. I could never be consoled. Never.
Stop it! Look, I don't understand what you're doing. If you think I'm going to jail, you're wrong. Do you hear me, Stephanie? I'll prove my innocence. And then I'll be married to Cagney. And Jonah will have the father he needs. Stephanie! Don't hang up on me! Stephanie!
Susie, what's the matter? What happened?
I can't let her do this to me. I can't!
Do what?
She was saying all sorts of horrible things about Jonah. I mean, like that I might lose him.
Lose him? That makes no sense.
Well, she probably thinks I'm guilty, so she's preparing me for the worst.
What is the matter with her?
I don't know. She's saying all kinds of things like she'd feel so terrible if she lost a son and would never see him again.
She's gone too far. I don't know what she's thinking of, but whatever it is, it's time somebody stopped her.
No, Aunt Jo, this is my fight. Stephanie Wyatt thinks I'm a cold-blooded killer. I want her out of my life now.
Channel 6. I'm sorry, what? No, I think you have the wrong number. Okay.
My, what a surprise. I thought you'd forgotten how to answer a phone.
Very funny, Mother.
Well, where's Justine?
I don't know. I think she must be late, huh?
Oh, well, what's that?
It's a surprise.
Oh, for Valentine's Day, darling, you shouldn't have.
It's not for you.
Oh,
It's for Jonah. I baked him a cake.
honey, he hasn't cut his teeth yet.
I know, but it's a thought that counts.
With the way you bake, that might very much be the case.
Now, that was the old me. I mean, I plan on doing a lot of cooking in the future.
I can't imagine who's responsible for this burst of domesticity.
No, you can't.
Tell your mother that it is not Mervyn Houghton.
Mother, it is not Mervyn Houghton.
Thank you, dear. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot the crib, your plans.
What plans?
To help Susie with Jonah.
Oh, yes, right.
Have you talked to her?
Well, no, not exactly. I mean, I've tried, but she's just so hyper these days, you know?
I know.
I mean, and everything that comes out of my mouth, she misunderstands. And she's so paranoid. I mean, she thinks the whole world is out to get her. I figured the best thing I could do was to write her a note.
Did it work?
I don't know. I haven't heard from her since then, so I figured that this would be my backup approach. I figured if I brought a present for Jonah, then she would have to let me in.
This reconciliation means a lot to you, doesn't it?
Well, you raised Susie and I like sisters.
So Jonah is practically your nephew, I know. I can't tell you how happy this makes me.
Really?
Yes, always hoped that my girls would get back together again.
Mom, that's exactly why I stopped by. I knew I could count on you for your help.
What help?
You see, Susie and I will get back together sooner if you'll come over to Susie's with me.
Honey, I have a studio to run.
I know, but Susie's always so happy to see you, and I'll be more welcome if you come with me, please.
Well, I suppose I really can't pass up an opportunity to bring the two of you closer together, can I?
Good. I promise. We won't sit long. No.
Fine. Just,
I know, I'm late.
Oh, now don't worry about that. We'll come back.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Oh, you know, walking from the bus stop was a lot more tiring than I thought.
Well, maybe you came back too quickly. You just left the hospital yesterday.
Oh, no, I can manage half a day.
Well, fine. Just go slowly.
Oh, is there any other way to type?
I'm hoping one day you'll tell me.
Well, listen, Mom and I are just on our way up, but listen, you take care and feel better, okay?
Oh, any place I can reach you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we'll be at a lot of different places, so why don't you just take messages?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Look.
I was shot in the chest and I lived. What's your excuse? Channel 6.
Connect me with Stephanie Wyatt and do it now, please.
Mrs. Wyatt can't take any calls.
You tell her it's Suzi Wyatt and I'm not getting off this line until we talk.
Mrs. Wyatt isn't here.
Don't give me that she's in a meeting routine. Stop lying and get Stephanie on the phone.
I am not lying. She left with Wendy a few minutes ago.
Justine?
Yes?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. Please, tell Stephanie that, it's very important I talk to her. Would you please have her call me the minute she gets in?
I will.
Justine, I'm glad you're out of the hospital.
I am too. Goodbye, Susie.
Stephanie,
Surprise!
I don't believe it.
Why not? We just came to visit Susie. Happy Valentine's Day, darling.
How dare you walk in this house as if nothing has happened?
What? Oh. All right, let's just say it once and then we'll get on with it. It is not my fault that I did not see the tape which Susie described. The one on my VCR was Chase Kendall doing an old Henderson Nights show, and there is nothing I can do to change that, so could we all just forget it and start acting like reasonable people?
Yes,
You haven't the vaguest idea how reasonable people behave.
Well, honey, if you would just calm down a little bit and explain it to me, maybe I would.
Oh, you think I'm irrational, unstable, a danger to my son? You know, you've pulled some pretty rotten things in the past, but you're not going to get away with this one.
Honey, this is incredible. I just walked in with Wendy, and we
Susie,
wanted to talk
did
to
you get a chance to read
Wendy,
mine,
would you
though?
please stay out of this?
It's Wendy, isn't it, dear? Honey, you read that letter and you completely misunderstood. Wendy just wants to help you with Jonah. It was not a comment on your abilities.
Oh, now I
believe me.
get it. Now I get it. Wendy told you that I wouldn't let her babysit for Jonah anymore. So you thought that was an inappropriate response. So you thought you'd scare me into the thought of losing custody of my son to change my attitude.
I tried to scare you. How?
You tried, and it didn't work. But no matter what you say, what you did was inexcusable, not to mention cruel, insensitive.
What on earth is going on here? We came over to wish you a happy Valentine's Day, and suddenly you're attacking
No,
us.
now that I think about it, maybe it has nothing to do with Wendy.
Well, thank you. I brought
Maybe
you
it's just
cake.
another one of your attempts to break up me and Cagney.
Honey, that's absurd.
Is it? Perhaps if you scare the wits out of me, even Cagney will think I'm incompetent as a mother.
Now, wait a minute. I am the one who got Cagney out of jail after Brett was killed.
And you can't use Brett anymore, so you thought you'd use my son.
Susie, I cannot believe you're doing this to me.
Well, that's exactly the way I felt when you gave me that phone call.
Oh, when?
Precisely 30 minutes ago.
Does anybody mind?
30 minutes ago? I
Stop
called...
pretending, Stephanie. I was here. I heard her talking to you.
Joe, did you actually hear that conversation?
Of course not.
Well, then how do you know that I was on the phone?
Because I said so, and I know your voice, Stephanie.
Honey, I know you're upset, but I think we've all got to think about this. This would not be the first time lately that you have heard a voice that wasn't there.
It was Warren's voice on the tape and your voice on the phone.
Susie, calm down. You're getting worked up over nothing
Would
at
you
all.
please stop treating me like I'm losing my mind?
Susie, what do I have to say?
Oh, my precious lamb.
I know what I do.
Oh, I love you.
It was you talking.
And I know you love me
All of a
too.
sudden you feel guilty? Why can't you
Don't
just
you
say
worry,
so instead of
sweetheart.
standing there
Don't
pretending
you
like you
worry.
didn't call?
I am going to take you away from all this. And you are finally going to have a family to love.
R. Ooh, R is for revenge. Revenge is sweet, Susie. That's delicious. E. E is for ecstatic, because that's what I am when I think of you in prison the rest of your life. And N would be for nearly over. That's what it is. Everything's going according to plan. So who said you can't have your cake and eat it too, huh?
Oh, Warren. I wish you could have been there.
Yeah, so do I.
Susie flew off the handle. I couldn't understand a word she was saying. But one thing is for sure. She's getting worse. We have to get that baby out of there, and soon.